Hi, Miss. Today I'm going to answer the construct that you just chose for me, and this was the feedback. So, first of all, what is feedback? Feedback is a comment that you receive when you produce something. In this case, we will receive feedback or comments about language. Mainly when you receive feedback, it's because you did or produce something wrong, something incorrectly. So, and the purpose that has feedback, the purpose that you will get better. That's the purpose. The purpose to improve your language, improve whatever you're doing in order to become an expert or in order to don't do the same mistake over and over again. So in feedback we have two types of feedback. The first one is the explicit one. These include correction and metalinguistic explanations. Uh, one of the examples that I coming up with, it's the one when you are talking with a English native speaker and you say something like, I have 20 years old. So the native speaker will correct you and say, no, you don't have years, you are years. So you would say something like, I am 20 years old. Or the other example, it's there is people. When you're talking with someone and you say there is people, so they will correct you hopefully, and they say no, it's there are people. So that is the explicit one because they are correcting you in that moment and they are saying no, this is wrong, this is the the correct way of saying that. On the implicit one, we have three. We have the first one is confirmation checks. This is when you are asking for confirmation. So you will say something like, "Is this what you mean? Is this what you mean?" Sorry, or something like that. The other one is clarification. So you are asking for clarification because you are not 100% for sure of what you have just heard. So you will say something like, what do you say? And the other one is comprehension. And this is for when you are explaining something. So to make sure to yourself that the other people understood you, you would say, did you understand? Or something like that. And the other one that we have, this is it's called recast. So this is about rephrasing something that the learner said. So you as a teacher, you will rephrasing that, but implicitly. So, and the example that was in the book, in the chapter, was a dog. The the learner said something about the dog, but it was incorrect. So the teacher said dogs. She was talking about dogs. So the in that case and in this feedback, you don't change the meaning. You just change um, you just change the words in order to make it correct. So, and the last question I forget. So I have here, what is the main role of this behind language learning? Well, as I said before, the role of this construct is to improve yourself in order to don't do the same mistake over and over again. And it's important to say that without attention, this feedback wouldn't be possible, because you need someone paying attention to you, because otherwise you would say something like, I have 20 years old, and if the other person wasn't paying attention to you, you wouldn't receive a feedback at all. So it's really important to pay attention what the others is saying, because in that way we could give a correct feedback. So in order to complete all this chapter, I want to say that the first one is input, the something. In this case, we are talking about language, so will be the language that we are exposed to, that we are receiving. Then will be the interaction that this enter the feedback, because while we are interacting with others, we are receiving feedback, and we are negotiation for meaning. That is what I forget to say, that negotiation is what I said before, like confirmation, clarification, and comprehension checks. All of that enter in negotiation for meaning. And then we have output, that is what we produce. And in output, it's automaticity. So that is like a summary of the chapter. So yeah, that was my question.